इनकलाब आया, नया हंगामा है, शाहनामा हो चुका, अब दौरे गांधीनामा है. Collected works of Mahatma Gandhi have been published in 100 volumes. It is only a one-way traffic. It contains all the letters and writings of Gandhi to various people. What they have written to Gandhi is not nowhere reflected. As a student of history, Gandhi was something which I had read, and I was quite impressed by his achievements. Now, Gandhi is something which has got its own followers and critics. And later on, when I joined the National Archives of India, they've got a huge collection of Gandhiana, private papers of various individuals, Gandhi's own writings, Gandhi's contemporaries. And many of you would know that collected works of Mahatma Gandhi have been published in 100 volumes. Now, what is missing, what I found was that it is only a one-way traffic. It contains all the letters and writings of Gandhi to various people, letters to various people and his writings. What they have written to Gandhi is not nowhere reflected. So it is one-way flow. So I was curious that how Gandhi was perceived by his own contemporaries, and how they saw his life and work. And that is when I came across this work called Gandhinama. Now again, the Nama was something very curious. I've heard of the Shahnama by the famous Persian poet Firdausi. And then there were other Babarnama and Akbarnama. And so what was so curious about Gandhi, that it is called Gandhinama. So these were the two points which led me to this book. This book is written by a well-known poet called Akbar Allahabadi. Now, Akbar Allahabadi was a contemporary of well-known Urdu poets like Daag Dehlvi, Asadullah Khan Ghalib, Bahadur Shah Zafar. He was born in 1845 in UP, in Allahabad. And then by the time he was 10 or 11, India saw the Great War of Independence, 1857. And that was the time when he could not continue his studies. So just to cut the long story short, he resumed his studies after the 1857, the dust had settled. And later on, he got an employment in the court, and from there he started practicing law. And then he became a judge in UP. So that was all about his life and career. As a poet, he stands out as one of the most remarkable poets who was the first acclaimed or first established satirist and humorist in Urdu poetry. ज़राफ़त कहते हैं उर्दू में, तो ज़राफ़त के ये कहा जाता है कि ज़राफ़त का जो फील्ड है उसमें पहले एक दो लोगों ने खुरपे खोद के एक दो पौधे लगाए थे, इन्होंने हल लगा के जोत दिया ताकि बाकी लोग इसमें काम कर सके. So he was such a accomplished Urdu poet. Given the time that he saw a sea change in the life and of not only of the country but of the humanity. In India, this was the life of so-called modernization. Rail introduced हुई, electricity introduced हुई, Indian National Congress was established in 1885, Muslim League was established in 1906. So he saw all this and he gave all these events a place in his writings. For example, and in his own inimitable style. रेल के बारे में लिखते हैं कि खुदा की राह में अब रेल चल गई अकबर, अगर जो मिलना हो पटरी पर कट मरो एक दिन. इलेक्ट्रिक लैंप के बारे में कहते हैं. इनफैक्ट इलाहाबाद में जो आनंद भवन है वो नाम अकबर इलाहाबादी का दिया हुआ है. अकबर इलाहाबादी का अपना घर का नाम था इशरत मंजिल. तो जब मोतीलाल नेहरू ने ये घर खरीदा सिविल लाइंस में और बोला, अकबर के फ्रेंड थे वो, कि भाई मेरे घर के लिए भी कोई नाम सुझाओ, तो बोला यही नाम रख लो. So Ishrat Manzil translates as Anand Bhavan. Ishrat is Anand and Manzil is Bhavan. So anyway, so इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब सबसे पहले आनंद भवन में आया. तो इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब के बारे में कहते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को बोलते हैं बर्क, बिजली. बर्की लैंप से खुदा हमको बचाए अकबर, बर्की लैंप से खुदा हमको बचाए अकबर, रोशनी आती है पर नूर चला जाता है. So, and then he was also a contemporary of Sir Syed, and Sir Syed who was that was the time when he was trying to establish the Aligarh Muslim University, Anglo-Mohammedan College as it was known as that time. And to take the help of Akbar Allahabadi, he got him transferred and posted in Aligarh, but उनको बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ उनसे लगाव रहा नहीं. लिखते हैं कि हाजिर हुआ मैं खिदमत सैयद में एक रात, सर सैयद हाजिर हुआ मैं खिदमत सैयद में एक रात, अफसोस है कि हो न सकी कुछ ज़्यादा बात, बोले कि तुझको दीन की इस्लाह फ़र्ज़ है. उन्होंने कहा कि यू हैव टू प्रोपोगेट इस्लाम, यू हैव टू प्रोपोगेट द दीन. बोले कि तुझको दीन की इस्लाह फ़र्ज़ है, मैं चल दिया ये कह के आधा वर्ष है. At that same time, Madan Mohan Malviya was establishing Banaras Hindu University, and he is comparing both Sir Syed and Madan Mohan Malviya. लिखते हैं कि शेख ने दाढ़ी तो बढ़ाई सन की सी, पटसन जैसे होते हैं ना सफ़ेद एकदम सर सैयद के. आप if you visualize his image, so white beard, flowing beard. शेख ने दाढ़ी तो बढ़ाई है सन की सी, मगर वो बात कहाँ मालवी मदन की सी. अब यहाँ एक पन है, सन की सी और सन की कह दे दीजिए. So anyway, now Gandhi, coming to Gandhi came to India in 1915, and for the next 2 years he was touring all over India. In 1915 he went to Ahmedabad, he established an ashram at Pochrab, and later on next year he established an ashram in Sabarmati. Then that was the time which was Indian polity was dominated by the likes of Tilak, and Gokhale was dead by that time. Then 1917, and mind you, this was the time of the First World War was raging. 1914 to 1919, that was the period of First World War. So there was not many great political agitations in India. Gandhi, he was trying to get the feel of the place, so he was touring the entire country. And his first major intervention politically of his political career was at Champaran in 1917. After Champaran, he in 1718 he brokered a peace between the mill workers in Ahmedabad, the workers and the owners, and then in the same year at Kheda. So what I'm saying is that there were no major political events which were happening at that time until 1999. In 1919, the infamous Rowlatt Act was passed, and as a consequence of the agitations which followed, there was a Jallianwala massacre on 13th of April 1990. Now that was the turning point, and from there he became a Sahyogi or non-cooperate. He launched his non-cooperation movement, and this is the time when Akbar Allahabadi started commenting upon the various agitations which were being undertaken by Gandhi. So individually he was a traditionalist, he was a religious person, but he was not a fanatic like Sir Syed and other people of his age. And he, being a person in the government service and later on as a pensioner, he retired in 1905. So he was very circumspect and cautious in his approach. So this book, Gandhinama, was first published several years after his death. Akbar Allahabadi died in 1921, and this book was not published until 1948. It was published for the first time in Urdu, and it became out of print soon thereafter. So when I came across this book, I decided to translate it into Devanagari, into Hindi, with a fresh introduction and fresh historical this thing. And this is the book which I'm sure not many people have seen it. And this is the only copy left, which I'm going to gift it to friends of books today. And about this book, Akbar Allahabadi says that in Kalabaya Naya Hangama hai, Shahnama ho chuka ab daure Gandhinama hai. So this is Gandhinama for you, friends. A contemporary view of Gandhi and his polity. So Mohit, if you can come forward and accept this book.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.